Headspace is really important for people with brain injuries.
They need headspace to allow their feelings and emotions to come to the surface. The importance of sharing ideas and thoughts, reflecting back on their life, where they were before their brain injury and where they are now.
They need time to reflect on things that have happened, how they've been treated in the past.
To challenge ideas and thoughts, to challenge the assumptions that people make about them since they've had their brain injury.
People think sometimes that they're stupid, and that's not the case. They need to express themselves.
But most important of all, they have to feel that they matter.
I became brain injured in 1991, and people were talking to me like I was stupid because I spoke funny and stuff. People just assume that I am slow and really stupid. Okay, my brain works slow and lently, but that's just the way my brain is. I'm intelligent enough. In fact, if I do say so myself, people will question my intelligence. I am a lot brighter than them. When I first started college in 2004 and I went to find out, but they asked what I was doing. I didn't again, so they offered me cooking and buying numbers and communication. So I thought, that sounds quite good because I was interested in those things. Only I went and I was talking to so many people who helped out with the class. They can't, by the conversations I was having, I shouldn't be in that class. The class was for learning disabilities. Now I didn't have a learning disability. I was born to normal. When I was 16, I was in a car crash. So, 2005, I applied for and started intermediate 1 psychology. And in 2006 I passed that. But I chose to do psychology basically because I used to have a psychologist, clinical psychologist, who had a disability herself, and I figured she didn't have a disability, so I could do with disability. She helped me to really believe in myself. That feels really good because I proved I'm not as stupid as people think I am. Just how my brain works now. Okay, I don't talk too well and I can't even walk, but it doesn't matter. I'm still who I am. This is me and I'm still fabulous story. Well, it's easier to be happy than it is to be miserable, because that takes real effort. And you've got to keep repeating yourself, talking about the reasons why you're self-depressed, and you tend to break away from that. So I'm happy because I can't be bothered to be miserable. The psychology has got me thinking about nurturing myself, looking after myself and growing. It's made me more confident and stuff. And now past the psychology I've proved to myself that I am capable and intelligent, and all the mothers question my intelligence were wrong, cause I am totally fabulous and comfortable saying I'm fabulous.
Creativity is especially important to people with brain injuries.
After someone has a brain injury, it changes a person's life, and they have to look at new ideas. Being creative is very relaxing. Some people take up painting, they take up drawing.
It allows them to think about things and reflect on what challenges they face.
And it's often a way of expressing their thoughts and feelings. And sometimes their personality comes out through this. It's a way of them explaining and showing people this is who they are.
I wrote a book, it's on the shelf. I wrote it all by myself. Well, I bet you won't find this on the internet. In any place or city or town, this is a book I can't put down. Neither can you pick it up, not something to eat or something to suck. Sometimes it goes into my head when I was lying in a hospital bed. Well, if it wasn't been for the doctor, well, I guess I would be dead. I write down things that often rhyme. Well, I write them in my spare time. Information, no limitation. Now I do this without hesitation because I take my medication. Well, I wrote a poem in about an hour. You can't read it in the shower. If you listen to what I said, I even write things when I'm in my bed. Last night I had a dream. I painted it green. Where does it go? It's a time machine. Now I understand it's gone away to a far off land. Now anybody can read a book, but to write one, you can't just write. Well, I wrote it just like that. Just told you that. Tommy Cooper, I think he's super. In the past, through a holiday camp, and fixing things, I was the job. Amusement rides, mystery tours, I put in lots and lots of years. Now we can write another one. I said, what do you think of my story? I'm not getting all the glory. Well, let's not live in the gutter. The book called Life is my bread and butter. Well, I'm working on that, but keep it under your heart. Well, to write or not to write, lend me your ear. Eat your heart out, William Shakespeare. With J.K. Rowling, Robbie Burns, write what you like, take your time, take the letters, make the lines, but don't forget, this poem is mine.
It takes real courage and resilience to face up to and recover from a serious brain injury.
Going on to live a meaningful and fulfilled life is a challenge.
It would be so easy to allow darkness to take over. And it's very difficult to get out of that mindset once darkness descends.
The 8th of August 2018, I had my first stroke, which was full left-sided weakness. Speech was very slurred. Had to learn how to walk again because when I put my left foot on the ground, leg buckled and I fell. But I was focused and determined, and 9.5 weeks later, against doctor's advice, I did a 5k run. Even though I walked most of it, for me that was an achievement. Doctor told me to slow down with my rehab, my body wouldn't cope with it. I thought, sure, what do doctors know? I feel great, I'm invincible, I've just done 5k. Turns out, yep, doctor was right. It pushed my body too hard and I had the second stroke in my sleep, which left me frontal lobe brain damage, visually impaired, coordination problems with my left side, which I still have today. My family, the people that I thought I would be able to trust, they couldn't accept how the second stroke had left me. They turned their backs on me and walked away. People who I thought were friends, they just disappeared. And I was left totally alone in a really, really dark place. So I remember it was round about middle of March 2019. I was sitting at home alone and I thought, right, I can either let this rule my life and dictate who I am and hide away, or I can start living life. So I thought, you know what, living life sounds more fun. I remember walking into the RNIB showroom and just saying to them, what do you do? Can you help me? That was the start of me living life. Towards the end of the first lockdown, I met a girl online from Scotland. We're on the same wavelength with everything. So 3 months after the first message was my first day living in Scotland. And it was beginning of February 2021. I read an interview on Facebook of a young guy from Livingston. He was in a coma and had a stroke. He heard about Disability Darts, and Disability Darts Scotland helped rebuild his life. But I thought, I can go buy a dartboard for the house and play darts. My fiancé sort of looked, Jay, is that really a wise idea? You know, a blind guy throwing darts. Didn't matter, bought the dartboard and started playing, joined the Disability Darts Scotland, and I really enjoyed it. Finding ways around things that I thought I wouldn't be able to do and finding ways to do new things. Played my first darts tournament May, 11th of July 2021. I got a message. It was from the WDDA coordinator for Northern Ireland saying, Jay, you've been selected to play for Northern Ireland at the Disability Darts World Cup in Scotland in September. 4 months after playing in my first ever darts tournament, I was putting on Northern Ireland jersey for the first time. Still, when I think back about it, it's hard to take in. 3 years before to now, I played for my country at the World Cup finals. So yeah, I'm doing more with my life now than what I did when I was able-bodied. Things that I wouldn't have had the focus and determination to do when I was able-bodied. And now I'm just starting to meet other people with acquired brain injuries. It's just let me know that these feelings, the emotions that I'm going through, the mood swings, is normal. Yeah, so the last 4 years has shown me that no matter how dark or blurry things might appear, how difficult life may get, if you fight, bright, great things can lie ahead.
Brain injuries can be scary and confusing, and it's important that people feel that they can adapt. It's quite difficult for them to adapt back into society again.
And people feel that there's still the need for them to contribute to society, and it's important for them to be imaginative.
They need to change the way they look at life. They feel important and they feel that actually the accidents made their life better. They then reintegrate back into the community.
Life's got its ups and downs. It's just one big game of chance. It's difficult to know what to expect. You don't know what's going to happen. Because one day, when I didn't think I was going to get knocked down by a lorry. I can't even remember getting on the boat or getting off the boat and Kate Ryan. But after that happened, they flew me home from Belfast to Edinburgh in a copter. I was in a coma for 2 months. Came a coma in the Victoria Hospital in Kirkcaldy. I got a letter from the Prime Minister. John Major was the Prime Minister at the time. I've been a Rangers fan all my life. When I was in hospital, they tried to get me to support Hearts. They teach me Hearts songs. I said, no, I support Rangers. You're wasting your time. During the lockdown, I had to keep myself fit. So I got an exercise bike. I cycled to Ayres without leaving my living room. I was cycling a virtual route. Started cycling from my house in Glenrothes and I went through all the wee towns. Lochely, Kinlassie, Cowdenbeath to Dunfermline and so on. I posted my progress online every day. I got loads of support from my pals. But comments back on Facebook, going yourself, Nicky. People donate for the pub and that. That's me, I'm in Bathgate now, over halfway on my cycle at Ayres. Hope the money's coming in thick and fast. When I got to the same places, stopped up for ice cream and Snickers and a bag of chips. And then when I got to Glasgow, I got to Gorbals and I went Gorbals to Govan to Ibrox. I took me a month and a half to get from my house to Ibrox. It was tiring, but it was worth it. And I gave the cheque to Headway. And a few tears when I handed it over. Tears of happiness. And people weren't expecting it. I just turned it up when what did you do in lockdown, Nicky? Cycled to Ibrox, raised that for the group. It made me feel great that I'd done something for charity.
For some people, after they've had a brain injury, they feel that there's no way back. Everything's been taken away. But with the right support, with family and friends, they can actually rebuild their life. Might not be exactly the same as it was before, but it's ongoing.
Rebuilding lives after a brain injury is a never-ending journey, but it is a positive journey.
And you're constantly improving, you're constantly recovering. Recovery never stops.
In 1998, I was a very confident young person with loads of friends. Unfortunately, on the 8th of December 1998, I had a serious industrial accident. It involved me getting just into a coma for 3 months and I lost a lot of things. Before my accident, I was out all the time with my friends and I played golf and get on with everybody. And I had my accident and my life was totally changed. But having any sort of injury like the way I had, people don't realise that it changes your life in a certain way. Friends should stick by you no matter what. But as people keep telling me, I lose my friends Not for the wrong reasons, it's for the reasons they can't handle somebody having a brain injury. At the end of the day, friends are just part of your life. You don't know what's around the corner, so you have to take things as it comes. When I was in hospital, the doctor says you take one step forward and one step back. But no, Gary, you have to go. You take one leap forward and a wee step back. You've got to be a fighter. You go back out and you come in stronger. Now you have to do that in life in general. Go out and come in stronger. That's the way I was. I made a bird box in hospital to show my motor skills and to see if I could cope with people round about me, making sure that your life is bettered. So in other words, how it was, how it is now. When I came out of hospital, I was told to get involved with people from Headway. Now they got me involved with a thing called Tai Chi. Tai Chi was beneficial to get used to people again and exercise my brain. So I think it opened my eyes up and it made me a more confident and emotional person. If you look at it, I am a different person in a way, but in a good sense. I've got my disabilities and I feel that I've come a long way. I mean, it sounds daft, but it's not. But every day is a blessing, and every step of the way. So, as the doctor said to me, just take one step at a time.
For some people, after having a brain injury, they feel as though their whole world has fallen apart. But that doesn't mean you can't rebuild your life and look forward to a brighter future.